YouTube? Welcome to another episode of Scrap Chef. If y'all haven't seen my past episode, I made a delicious shrimp and grits. Today I got something special for you guys, guaranteed crowd pleaser. And these hands in this kitchen, golden gloves, undefeated. But I got a recipe and it's stuffed lobster. So it's a nice, savory, flavorful stuffed lobster. I'm gonna teach you a couple tips, tricks, and just watch this video and y'all see what's going down. Down in the description below, you can find the ingredients for this recipe. All right, first thing we want to do, we want to prep up and get this ready for the crab, for the stuffed crab. So I'm going to use a little bit of mayo. You don't need that much. Maybe a tablespoon of mayo. Also, this is the secret ingredient, spicy brown mustard. If you don't like spicy brown, you probably won't touch it, taste it much. But you can use regular mustard as well. Throw a little good amount of that in there. I'm gonna crack an egg. Get that a good mix. I'm gonna put a little bit of this Worcestershire sauce in there.
Boy, get us some Worcestershire sauce. Clean off that damn table.
A little bit of the soy sauce. Then I'm gonna chop up some parsley, and then I put the parsley in there. You just want to chop up this parsley real fine. So after you're done chopping up all this parsley, you just want to throw it in that mix. You can put it in whatever amount that you would like. I just like to keep a little bit like that. And the next thing you want to do with this mix, I want to add a little flavor in there. So I got some black pepper. And I got some crab boil seasoning. You can use this or you can use Old Bay. Old Bay has a little less salt, so just season accordingly. This got a lot of salt, so do it sparingly. Whisk that up. And that's a good texture that you want right here. Last but not least, you want to melt a little bit of this Kerrygold or any type unsalted butter and throw that in there as well. So I'm going to throw a little bit of this melted butter in there. Should be good enough. Then you want to have this is some jumbo super lump, but you don't need this right here. You can just get lump crab meat or whatever you can afford. But I like the super lump. It just tastes a little bit better. Throw that in there. And you want to mix this all up. And I don't like to break it up too much. I like to keep a little bit lumps, but not as big as what it has here. You mix that up in this mixture here. Next up, you want to get a little bit of binder in there. I use Townhouse crackers. You can use Ritz crackers as well. I like those because it's buttery, it got a nice saltiness to it, and it's much better to me than using Japanese breadcrumbs. So what I do with these, I take a good amount and I just crunch them up. Use your hand, crunch them up, and this will be the binder. And there won't be too much binder. You get some crab cakes at some of these stores and they just use tons of binder. You don't even taste the crab meat, all you taste is binder. You mix that right up. Your crab cake mix is ready. Next up, you want to get these lobsters all prepped up. These ones here, you could use Maine lobster, but these are some warm water lobster. As you can see, these lobster are also called spiny tail lobster. They're both just as good. They taste a little bit different in texture-wise, but you want to do the same for both of them. You want to crack this down the middle with a good knife. Go all the way down. Make sure there ain't nothing in that lobster dirty-wise, like in the poop canal, same as shrimp. Then you want to pull that lobster out. Pull that lobster out the shell. And you see how that opening in the shell? This is where we're going to stuff all that crab meat in here. Now these lobster are all cleaned up, cut, split. It's time to throw that crab meat up in here. So you see that cavity in here? Just fill that up with crab meat. So now these all prepared for that good old oven. It's time to season these. I'm gonna throw a little bit of butter on each of them just to hold some of that seasoning in. And butter ain't never hurt nobody. Big back right here. So seasoning wise, I'm gonna throw a little bit of garlic powder. Little onion powder. A little bit of this crab seasoning. Like I said earlier, be sparingly because this is actually very salty. Then last but not least, cut open this this lemon. Drizzle a little lemon on there. I'm gonna let these sit for a couple minutes and I'm gonna prepare my asparagus. And I just let these chill before I throw them in the oven. All right, next up, I want to get these asparagus nice and prepped and ready. First, I want to wash them. I washed them already. And I'm going to cut them down. That back of that stalk be hard. It never gets soft when you cook them. So I like to get rid of that. Just discard these. Throw these asparagus on the pan. Let's get some olive oil. Drizzle a little olive oil on them. I'm gonna season these with a little bit of garlic powder. Little onion powder. Some of this Himalayan sea salt. Like I say, I always use this joint. This is one of my #1 seasonings right here. So the last two things I want to season this with, this is that Goya. It's solid and vegetable seasoning. Shout out to all my poppies. You know, I'll be over there in Puerto Rico more than I be home most of the time. So you want to season it with this. And I'm going to mix the Caribbean together. So I got this Grace right here. This is vegetable seasonings from Grace. Shout out to all my Jamaicans. Rude boy. Season that up. And I'm going to throw these on the smoker. So I'm going to preset that on the smoker. I'm going to let these cook for about 5 to 10 minutes at like 350 degrees. I just want to throw these on this smoker. These asparagus. Let them cook. I know some people don't like asparagus. It's one of my favorite vegetables. I'm gonna melt a little butter. Throw that in there before we get ready. I'm gonna throw a little bit of lemon in there. Lemon juice. Some more of that parsley that I had. Let that melt. I'm gonna baste the lobster in the oven with that. So now this lobster all prepped. Oven's preheated to 350. I'm gonna throw this in the oven. And every so often, I'm gonna baste it with that butter that I'm melting. So I'm just gonna baste these a little bit. Get nice in the oven, looking nice and pretty. And it's that butter sauce I got. I wish y'all could smell these aromas. Oh my God, it smells so good in here. Now these lobsters, they've been in for about 25 minutes and oh man, they ready. You see how golden beautiful they are? I'm about to plate these up and it's about to go down. I hope y'all enjoyed this recipe. I ain't even gonna lie, I'm about to get down to this food. So I see y'all on the next one. I ain't gonna mukbang y'all, but man. That's delicious.
If it ain't finger licking, it's not hidden.
If it ain't busted, it's disgusting.